the pros and cons of agricultural technology. Have you ever wondered where the food on your shelves come from, if it's safe to eat, or how is it made so perfectly? The farmer you live by may have contributed to meeting those standards. With the help from advancements in agricultural technology, your neighbor has been able to raise you affordable food that can make you healthy. Agricultural technology has made the wasting water a thing of the past while still obtaining the highest yield possible and making it safer for the farmer to raise it. The annual mortality rate, though, still is 60 to 70 per 100,000, so not too bad. But most deaths happen with the people, the farmers, 15 to 24, not having the safety training the old people have from their experience. Global Positioning System, GPS, allows farmers to accurately navigate themselves and their tractors through the field to collect soil samples and monitor crop conditions and weed infestations and other stuff like that. Crop advisors use rugged data collection devices with GPS to accurately position for the healing of the weeds and the pests. Advancements have made it possible to apply fertilizers and pesticides in places they are needed more and less where they are not as needed, using minimal chemicals which reduce runoff into the watersheds and Earth's creatures' habitats. The less chemicals the farmers have to use to raise the crop, the lower the prices the crop or the food on our shelves will be, with the same quality. Not only can GPS run sprayers, but it can also guide tractors through the route across the field, saving time, money, and preventing wasted trips across the field. The newest additions to GPS have made it possible to run your tractor from your phone. This makes the farmer able to work on something while his tractor is doing something else, saving time and getting more stuff done in the limited farm season. Even though that the earth is 71% water, farmers still worry about not having enough water to keep putting food on the shelves. With this fear comes advancements in the technologies used to water. New technologies like drip lines in the field, making a rise in popularity, being able to use water right next to the roots, decreases the amount of evaporation, increases yield, running water through the pipes can be more controlled by the farmer, and he can set timers so the crop is watered in the cooler times of the day, limiting evaporation. Farmers that depend on the rain to water their crops use capturing techniques like digging ponds to store the water to save for later, or simply having big wells to get the groundwater out of the earth. As scientists continue to study plants, they are altering the water gene inside them that makes the plant require less water. How do they accomplish this? Our IPE director, Stephen Long Eikenberry, endowed chair of plant biology, says that crop yields have steadily improved over the past 60 years, but the amount of water required to produce 1 ton of grain remains unchanged, which led most to assume that this factor could not change. Proving that our theory works in practice should open the door to much more research and development to achieve this important goal for the future. The international team increases the levels of future. So what they do to do that is that they photosynthetic proteins. So they can just conserve the water. They trick the plants into partially closing their stomata so that it can't evaporate as much. So the stomata is the microscopic pores in the leaf that allows the water to escape. Stomata are the gatekeepers to the plant. When open, carbon dioxide enters and the plant to fuel photosynthesis, but water is allowed to escape through intranspiration. Although there are all of the great things agricultural technology advancements, there are still flaws. No technology is advanced enough to operate a 500 horsepower machine. It just doesn't have a brain, says a veteran of 60 years. Changing the stomata statistic in the plant in the end brings the GMOs, which are bad for human consumption, and also can fail at will. If the farmer's entire crop, because the failure of the GMO spread, they wouldn't be able to afford the crop loss, and we'd lose another farmer. Who will take that farmer's place? Farming is a high-risk occupation, financially and physically. Agricultural technology can benefit from the chemical precision of increasing the crop yield and decreasing the chemical waste. Wasted water is the hardest challenge for farmers to face, but using new technologies can decrease the waste. Farmers will always be needed, giving each farmer an incentive to take the risks it offers. New technologies can benefit the farming community, making food cheaper for human consumption. The best way to support our farmers is to make progressing technology more affordable so they can continue to feed the world as the population grows. As a local supporter, just thank your farmer.